Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel, and I just downloaded an update, so my video may be out like a minute or two late today because I don't know, man. It's 103, but we're off the stream today, guys. The streams were really good and I want to keep streaming, but I got to take a break, man. I got to take a day off. Team of the season is coming up, guys. You guys already know the grind is going to be real. To any of you guys on YouTube or the people that watch the videos, because I know not all you guys watch the streams, I want to do a charity stream this weekend. I'll let you guys know I already have a charity in mind, but I got to work on some logistics and just do a couple things with that. But any of you guys on YouTube that are watching, what I may do is, because I'm not a guy that does 12-hour streams, I like to have a balance with stuff going on in life, and that's just a personal thing. So what I may do is, because obviously we're gonna be streaming a lot, we might do double streams. We may just do like a running thing with Twitch, where I'll have a charity thing going for the whole weekend, maybe like Friday to Sunday. But I'll keep you guys updated on that. On that side of things, we have a title update. I think there's something with the compare price, which was broken. I don't really know if we're going to get much today, guys. I think that the Super League stuff in real life has a lot of the things in the air right now with FIFA and what we're getting. Team of the season, it says 15 community items in packs and 15 EFL items in packs. So that is the loading screen today. It looks like every single day that we are getting a little bit more information via the loading screen. Obviously, the vote is still out. I wonder if this week is going to be a really dry week with SBCs, just due to the fact that, we have Team of the Season coming, and there's obviously all this weird stuff going on with the Super League. So maybe we're not going to have any SBCs today. That's something that I really don't know. But again, we're going to do a video anyways, guys. Keeping you guys going with videos. Prime Icon upgrade expires in 2 days. 83 times 10 is still there. No new SBCs today. So we have another day of no new SBCs from what I can tell. We have no new Icon SBCs. And, dudes, to be honest, I'm not that surprised, right? Because I think, guys, I'm not going to say we don't have Icon SBCs. We have a lot. We have like 10 available right now. But I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised right now by this. I think that right now is a weird time for EA to drop any kind of crazy content. I think the Super League has a lot of the stuff, although obviously they have the rights. It's just a weird time. So I believe we have nothing today. And what this means today, right? 15 items in packs are going to come out, guys. And I want to make sure that we don't have anything, because I feel like sometimes I'm not the most experienced with knowing with the League SBCs and some of that type of stuff, if we ever have stuff. So I don't think there's any new League SBCs. I'm going to check Twitter, just in case, because Twitter usually, is a good way to know what's going on. I think that they're taking a break, which is normal, guys. We need a break. We've had a lot of stuff going on FIFA. I think in terms of content opportunities, Thursday, there's a Wednesday, tomorrow's Wednesday. There is a chance we get some sort of icon pack tomorrow. The Prime Icon expires on Thursday, and we maybe get new icon players on Thursday or another SBC. But look, I'm not going to be expecting this. I think it's a possibility. The reason why I don't expect it is that I think that this is kind of one of those transitional periods for EA, where they're transitioning now into Team of the Season, and I think that they're kind of taking a break. And look, they're letting the market breathe. And I wanted to talk about the market with you guys in a minute, because the market is rising a lot, and it makes sense, right? There's not enough panic right now. There's not a lot of things going on, and I think people have fully realized that Foot Champions rewards, again, as I said in my last video, I don't know if they've changed them yet, but Foot Champs rewards are going to be Team of the Season players. So there's going to be a nice rise on Thursday, regardless, any kind of types of cards. Thursday, Friday, there should be a nice rise. Friday's going to be really interesting. We may have some panic on Friday. What I expect is that a lot of people are going to open packs on Friday, save packs. We're going to see a big drop in these prices, and they're all going to go up like crazy, I think, for a couple hours, because I think people are going to want to try the cards out. And then I think they're going to drop at night. They will rise overnight, in my opinion, because they're Team of the Season cards. And I'm really excited, guys. I'm really excited for Team of the Season, man. I don't know about you guys, but for me, like, Team of the Season is such a fun time to grind. It really, really is. What I want to see real quick with you guys, so we had 15 confirmed from EFL, and now we've got 15 confirmed from Community. We've got those two, like, I guess, announcements, you could say. So what does that mean in terms of, like, if we go and look at, like, maybe, like, Team of the Season for FIFA 20, what does that mean in terms of, I'm struggling right now. What does that mean in terms of, like, how many we had last year? So last year for the EFL, we had a full team of 11, and then 15, 18. Okay, so we had 21 last year, and then the Community last year we had, wow, so the Community we had 4, 7, 9 plus 11. So last year we had 20. So what that means with 15 is that obviously the 15 most voted players I think are going to get in. I think they're going to fill them positionally. Basically, they're going to do a starting 11 like the vote was, and then basically any other player that did, that was close or second place. They're probably going to do the next 4 players by vote, by the most votes, and those guys will also get in. So that's pretty nice that it's not limited to a starting 11, because I know that some of them were closer, and we definitely do want to see that, guys. And so that's all going to be coming up, guys. And obviously, again, I don't know if this team of the week is supposed to be good. As I told you guys that I did play to like 17 wins. I'm probably going to actually play a little bit more this weekend because of the rewards. It may be sweaty, but I feel like even on a fully automatically, like AI, like through balls, all this BS, that I feel like I'm still a good enough player that with my 4-1-2-2 and playing some nice football, I could probably still get Elite 3. So if it's not a stressful thing, maybe we'll try to do 10 a day this weekend. I don't know. We'll see. Now, I did do the extra player picks last weekend. I got Pulisic. I tried him out for a game of rivals. Wasn't the biggest fan. I got one other person. I think I got a fodder one. Yeah, I got Lacazette, who's, he's a little bit too slow to be usable, but some decent fodder as well for icon SBCs. For me, in like my club right now, I really have to work on my largest problem. I've got to work on, man, getting these done, man, because these are going to expire. And right now we've got 81 plus upgrades, but I don't like those, man. I want the player picks. So I'm hoping in the next 11 days we have player picks. I do have a little bit of fodder right now, some 85s, but I need to get an 86 and an 87 done for Ballack. And I need to get it for Rui Costa, who I've already started. I have to get an 86, an 86, and an 84 done. So hoping I can get these done with a little bit of an upgrade grind. Because again, I'm not going to go as hard on Team of the Season with upgrade packs as last year, because I think that we are going to have this game really last the whole way this year. And I think I'm going to play this game the whole year this year. I'm being honest with you guys. Last year and the year before, I burnt out a little earlier. This year, the way they're doing content, with the way we have Euros, I just can't. I'm going to be playing this game, I think, a lot this year, man. I think the main reason for that, too, is that the game was released so much later, where we didn't start playing this game until like October, where usually we start playing like September 10th. So I think my tiring period with FIFA, it's not there yet. So I think that is a realistic approach. As for the account and coins and all that kind of stuff, I had Hazard at 500. He's probably up a little bit more. He rebounded a little bit because of the whole Champions League scare, but I sold him, so that was nice profit. He was really good. I'm probably going to want to get him back, to be honest. I really liked him. I flipped a FUT birthday Vardy. We're seeing some really nice rises on the market. I've been trading in and out of it. I didn't make any crazy investments, guys, and the reason that I really didn't make any crazy investments yet, guys, is that I'm just being careful, man, because I know that at the end of the day, even though we are seeing a market rise right now, I want to see what EA's hand plays, right? Because I want to see what cards they're throwing, because at the moment, I'm not fully convinced. But yes, really nice rises. Meta golds are really low Sunday night. Sunday night, theoretically, was the lowest point in the market, probably for another couple of weeks. Theoretically, right? Now, you guys know how this market goes this year. It's made on very thin ice, right? We could get a repeatable thing that's great, and a lot of people do it, and then the market dies again. So that's always the possibility. But again, Neymar up 20K, Ronaldo up 20-15K, Mbappe up 20-50K. These are good signs, guys, because we needed to see these. The market was so dead for so long. This is a really good sign. This is necessary. I'm very happy about this, because I was literally looking at the market just getting so sad recently, because just goes down, 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 down. And that sucks, bro. That's tough to see. So Fati's up 120K. Ramos hit a low of like 930. They're not up that much. Kent was like 320, 360. They're up a bit, which is good, right? We got a nice little rebound on the market, which doesn't really surprise me. But again, these guys are all trending, right? This guy's 179. Maybe it's a cheap listing, but as the market rises and goes up and up and up, really the biggest guy that I missed out on buying, and look, Neymar's up like 120K. That first in for Ronaldo, I mean, obviously his team of the year is up a little bit, but guys, you got to be careful with this, man. We talked about it last year. These guys, this card last year went from 10 mil to 4 mil with his team of the season. So don't panic buying into this. Wait a couple of weeks. It's not worth it right now. You're going to get killed buying that right now. Look, Adama was like the biggest one. There was a guy who listed an Adama for bid at 557 on Sunday night, and I just forgot to bid. And I knew it was a cheap price, but again, look, I probably would have sold him at 610 the other day, and now this guy is all the way up at 670. So who knows, man? I mean, who knows? Hindsight is 2020, and you guys got to be careful with market, because a lot of people are doing hindsight. I see a lot of traders on Twitter, Twitch, that say they know it all and they got all this stuff going on. And look, it's impossible, right? It's impossible to call everything. Look, the trend said that last year, the Saturday was the lowest. And right, look, if you look at the end game cards, there's a nice little bounce, but the bounce isn't massive, and the bounce isn't worth it enough to go panic buy right now. Because again, you guys got to understand, we're getting new cards into the game. Really, the cards that I'm looking at the most are like the really proper meta cards. And what I mean by that is not even the team of the year guys. Like, I'm looking at maybe Van Dijk, because he's not going to get a Prem team of the season. I'm looking at Prime Hullet. I'm looking at a couple of these guys that are still really low, and none of these guys don't really have a reason to rise. There's no outright reason for a lot of these guys to rise, but I am very interested in a couple of these type of cards because, look, I think they're so low that I think with some coin injection, especially in 2 Thursdays from now with the Prem team of the season, that they could see a really nice rise. I'm very curious to see. Now, this guy rose a lot, right? This guy was down at 145, and now he's back up to 1.7. So this is, again, that's an example of a massive rise. I am very curious. Flip birthdays, by the way, those are like the newest cards in the game. Those are the cards that rebounded the most recently. I'm just very curious to see. I want to see what happens on Thursday, which is tomorrow. Wait, no, today's Tuesday. On 2 days from now, I want to see what happens to Prime Icon Moments, because as we know, the trend is that on Thursdays they do get a lot of supply on the market, and that is due to the fact that people opening rewards, people getting them in rewards, and I'm curious to see what happens this week with them, because I think a lot of people are going to save packs for team of the season. So I don't know how many packs we're really going to get opened on Thursday. But again, I still think at the end of the day, because people are going to be playing for team of the season rewards this weekend, we probably will see a pretty major rise in the market this weekend, just due to that, because I think people are going to want to play and build their teams. But the pack supply, that's going to be another story, because I think that's something interesting to watch, just due to the fact that, those moments have been dropping so much on Thursdays. By the way, this is low, man. Look, this is how we're trading in this market, right? I saw 2 Canes this morning sell at 460, and look, I'm watching a couple cards. Kane is one of them today, just a random card that I'm watching today. But look, right, 450 yesterday, starts to rise a little bit today, 475, and look, buying a card at 430 and aiming to sell it at 480, that's really good profit, guys. That if you think about it, that's silver one in the weekend league right there. So trading is always the wave. And it doesn't take too much time. You just have to have familiarity with a couple of cards. But a trend that I noticed recently, man, just to you guys that are looking at the market and looking to trade and all that, some cards are getting very rare at night, and that is a trend that I've really noticed, is that there are a couple of cards that at nighttime are just getting super rare. And what that means is that basically people aren't listing any of the cards in the market, and so these cards really have a nice opportunity to rise a lot because there's no other listings. And so you're kind of at the perspective where at nighttime you own the market. There's nobody else really on it. So if your card is not selling 1 hour, well, you be patient and you list it the next hour. And that is a really cool trend that I've been starting to notice on the market, especially at nighttime. And it's something that I've been kind of starting to take advantage with. Let's take a look at some foot birthdays. Again, nice rises all around the board. As we said, I think Ferland Mendy's a card that, look, he rose to like 740, and the same thing goes with Atal. These guys rose a lot today, and I did the same thing with Vardy. You guys saw that Vardy I sold at 552. He might be 579, but he trended backwards down again. And let me see if this Mendy's on the market. So no, this Mendy was not on the market, because I was going to say, you know what? This guy was like 740. Because of the rarity of this card, I can see this card going up to like 740 tonight, 750, and he was 740 all day today. So what I'm saying is that if I see something around 700, yeah, count me in. I'm really interested in that type of card. Now, Atal, when I woke up today, I knew the market was so high because I looked on the market and Atal was up he was 600 this morning. So he was 560 about an hour ago. Yeah, he's chilling at 560 again. So I think for Atal, I'll probably look to see if I get this card at maybe 550. But again, that's not going to be an easy price to get. The bids are, where are the bids? Look, all I know is for me is like I'm being careful with buying certain cards for my team. I do think we're going to get a big rise, but I'm going to try to get out on this rise on Thursday. And the reason I want to do that is because there's a lot of new cards coming into the game, guys. And I'm really interested in some of these team of the season cards, and I want to get them in my team. And look, I know for me is that there's a lot of other people that are just that way, guys. So for me, it's like, we just got to be pretty self-aware that, yes, there's a rebound right now going on with some cards, and this is very good to see. But at the same point, we need to also be careful because we need to be very aware, guys, that there are new cards coming into the game. And a lot of you guys know, if you were on FIFA 19, basically when we had new promos, the new cards were so expensive that the old cards rebounded. But we're in a really different era with FIFA where there's not as many. That's really low, by the way. Can I get that? There's not as many coins in the market right now, right? So what happens is that, is this guy really 203? He was just 230. So this is what I'm saying. There's a lot of trends going on. And the reason why he dropped is 2 people listed him overnight. So then, right, overnight listings always crash prices. I don't know why, it just does. But right, the trend in the past was that people would always go buy back old cards, and that's not really happening right now unless it's really a meta card. So I'm trying to start to adapt to these trends this year. There's a lot of new trends on FIFA, and the more you guys can learn them, the easier it's gonna be for you guys, man. I like to sell a lot of these old cards before the new promos. I really worry about some of them. I'm like, wow, are people going to want to use this card? Now, how to trade in a market that's going up? It's really easy, right? On these little dips, you go in, bro. That's really what it is, guys. And a prime example of that, right? Like this Diata card. I know a lot of people that like to use this card. I see him all the time in Foot Champs. He was up at I think he was like 185 this morning. So right now he's 175. Exactly, right? So right now I'd be looking at a price of about 170 because I'm pretty sure when this guy gets rare tonight, again, there's never a guaranteed answer. I think he's going to probably hit 190 tonight. So that's why I'd be looking at that card. I mean, these are just simple trends. This is how you trade in a market that's rising, guys. And it's really not too complex. And it's pretty fun. I'm not even going to lie. It's pretty fun to trade in these markets that are really rare. But, for example, like last night, Smalling, he went up to like 460 last night because he just out of nowhere got really rare. And so that's why I look at these trends and I'm like, wow, like some of these guys like get really rare at night and they just rise a ton. Like I think I'd be curious to see if this Conte at 760 would be a good buy because he rebounded a lot yesterday and I think he was like he was like 830 this morning, 840. So some of these cards just, man, they get really rare. And look, people say that you can only trade on weekends. I mean, in this type of market, you can trade all the time, man, which is pretty cool. So yeah, Smalling see, this is what I'm talking about, 460. Smalling went to 460 last night and I was looking at his price like, what is going on here? But I mean, it's card rarity, guys. That's what happens when cards get rare. It's cheesy to say, but when these guys get rare in this game, anything is really possible with their price. I mean, and I know it's very cheesy to say, and you guys are going to say, Nick, what are you saying, bro? What is this guy talking about? Anything is possible. Is this supposed to be some crazy speech? But yeah, man, that's about it, guys. I'm not trading too much. The weather's really nice. So I'm going to get out and enjoy the day. But thank you guys so much for watching the videos. I appreciate it as always, guys. You guys are the GOATs. And I'm taking a quick look because on Flippin, it says we have team of the group stage Sterling for 120. I've never traded this card, but it looks pretty low. And that's not on the market. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.